morning, Carrie. It's Lauren. Here, I'm just driving. Oh, no! I wanted to show you, there's like a whole bunch of turkeys. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, turkey birds! They were all on the road when I was driving up. So I thought I would like try and, I guess I'll look at this video later and see if you could actually get a shot of them. So thank you for your email. I've been thinking about you lately. I hope you don't mind if I leave you a video, because it's just, well, it fits better into my schedule to leave a video than send an email. You may notice that my glasses are different. They are old glasses that I used some years ago, but I went to get a new prescription and I just wanted to put it in my same frame. So these are like these are my older ones that I use, and they're not bad, but they're not too great on my face. They were more like fashion oriented than, I don't know, but they're okay. They're just different. So how am I doing? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good. Well, let's see. Let's be real, shall we? We've known each other for a while. The last month or so has been really hard with the weather. It's just been really, really, really hard. So much cold, so much snow, so much ice, just so bitter cold. It's been very hard to like keep my mood up. There have definitely been times when I have struggled just keeping my mood up, and work seems to be very stressful these last couple of weeks as well. Oh, did I lose I lost a big chunk of ice off my car, so that's good. I hate those little ice balls that like build up behind your wheels, you know, and then you're like, go away, ice ball. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only person that says that. Oh, ice ball. But aside from like just the sheer depression of being stuck in the deep freeze, so cold. I don't even think 2 years ago when it was like, so it was much colder 2 years ago, but it was colder for a shorter period of time. This just feels like it's gone on forever. But aside from that, you know, I'm doing good. I've kept up my exercise routine. You know, just some weeks it's been a struggle, but every week I've done my flow at least once. Also, I've had like extra exercise because of snow shoveling and stuff like that. The chickens and ducks are requiring a little bit more attention because of the cold. So I'm definitely, you know, getting a little bit more exercise, carrying out more water and stuff like that. Putting out more hay bales and things. I mean, but that's just like functional stuff. That doesn't, you know, add too much. I am happy to report that my yoga practice is really sticking. I have pretty consistently 4 to 6 times a week done 25 minutes of yoga in the morning. It started with the Yoga with Adrienne videos that you shared with me or suggested that I go to. But, you know, she says something in there about like how yoga is not about like doing things perfectly or whatever. It's about having an experience in your body. And so I have used that as a way to, it's just like a guiding light. And, you know, I don't really know anything about yoga, you know, very little really. But I've just tried to have an experience in my body and tried to increase my range of movement and increase my stretching and it's been going on, since early January now. That guy had dualies. It's weird. In farm country, you don't often see dualies. I saw them a lot in Austin. Anyway, do you know what dualies are? Those like 2 tires on the back of your truck. Anyway, yeah. So I have found a great deal of satisfaction with that 25-minute yoga flow that I kind of make up as I go along. My downward dog pose is really showing a lot of improvement. I hadn't really been fully aware of the way that I wasn't really getting the pose until I started daily stretching first my calves and then understanding that it was also a stretch in the back of the thigh and in the hip as well as in the back. And I am achieving a more close approximation of downward dog and enjoying moving into the stretch and then relaxing it and then moving back into it to see if I can go a little further. I'm also experiencing more success with my shoulders and my back, my range of motion there. I'm concentrating on stretching my inner thigh, and I'm just finding like a whole bunch of different ways to move that I didn't realize. Like if you stretch your inner thigh, like where you've got your legs apart and then you're stretching down at the waist. I hadn't realized how much you can really engage those abdominal muscles to pull away from the inner thigh muscle so that you can get a deeper stretch. And I see measurably that I have a greater range of movement. Probably the thing that I'm most proud of is understanding a little bit more about what's going on with my knee and getting a greater range of motion in my knee, and then also feeling more comfortable like relying on my sore knee that's always been so sore, relying on that knee to also engage during movements where both knees bend, instead of just like cheating it and just having my left knee bend and my right knee along for the ride. And then also I'm concentrating on stretching my feet, because my feet are not that flexible, which I guess is not that strange to me when you consider it's been a really long time since I was dancing regularly, like in a studio, like 5 times a week. And also with my plantar fasciitis over the last 5 or 6 years, I've been wearing like really hard-soled shoes like clogs all the time, so it would not surprise me if the range of motion in my feet has decreased, because I don't need it in order to walk around. And actually these clogs make me walk in a different way than I did when I was wearing softer soled shoes. So it seems to me like a field that's quite ripe for experimentation and exploration and play, which is pretty cool. The other day, we got this TV, and every time we turn it on before we go to all our streaming channels or whatever, it's tuned to this weird station I've never seen before called People Are Awesome. And it's kind of like a constant reel of people doing all kinds of tricks, skateboarding tricks and hula hooping tricks and snowboarding tricks and anything really, balancing tricks and physical fitness tricks and all kinds of shit. And every time I watch it, it just kind of sucks you in, and I get a little bit inspired about different things that I could do. So I've been doing more handstands lately, and I've also been doing, we've got this couch, and the back of it is it's an old couch from the 70s, so it's pretty sturdy. And the back of it is 3 or 3.5 feet high, maybe. And the other day I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I bet that I could just step on that and stand right up. And it took 2 tries, but I did it. I stepped on the back of it and I just stood right up in the air. And it felt awesome. I felt like I was one of the people on the People Are Awesome show. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, as far as like my flow goes, my planks are getting more awesome. They're not as hard as they were. I mean, I remember when I first tried to do it, I told you, and that was like, geez, October, like not even 6 months ago. I remember when I first told you about trying to do them, I'm like, I can't do it. It's too hard. I'm going to have to like never do it again. But I started putting them back in the workout and doing the planks, and they're getting better, and also my form's getting better, and I'm concentrating on lowering my butt down, my hips down during the planks, so that I've got a really good straight form. And you know, I do 30 seconds 3 times with a great deal of confidence. I wouldn't say it's like stupid easy, but that's fine. I feel like at some point soon I'm probably going to bump that up to be like maybe 45 seconds. I do have a question though about, I haven't researched this, about whether I do planks on my elbows. I don't know if that's more challenging than planks on the palms of your hands. Yeah, my push-ups are only getting stronger. That feels really confident to do those push-ups. I'm now doing 7 of them 3 times as part of my reps. You know, I started to do my dead bugs are getting more confident and more strong, and I can do more like start out with your leg totally straight and bend it all the way down and pull it, not bend it, but like lower it all the way down in a straight formation, and I don't feel like it's stressing out my back at all, my lower back. I started doing things differently with my push-up, with my sit-ups, in order to make my crunches more challenging. My legs are up in the air. So yeah, just like all the movements are growing, and my waist is slimming somewhat. I just feel more trim. I mean, my weight, it has like, you know, done like this, sort of gone up and gone down. But I mean, I'm 221 this morning, so you know, I'm seeing some oh, there's a hawk. I'm seeing some benefit. It has been a challenge just with the weather just feeling so it's been a challenge, but I'm trying to accept myself and treat myself with compassion and be kind to myself and not punish myself with food. But yeah, I mean, I guess the short answer is I'm doing just fine, and I'm staying true to my intentions, and I'm seeing benefit from it. I've got an appointment with my doctor. I just made it for next month, and I feel really confident. So, because I've officially, let's see, we started in 2018, and around this same time of year in 2018, I went to my doctor, and she weighed me, and I was like 282, I believe 282.5, and so now in 3 years I've officially lost 60 pounds. You know, I had a dream that I would be like 90 pounds down by now, but I'm not even worried about it because I'm not stopping. It's still a thing that's going on, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy about what it does in my life, and I just feel, I mean, that People Are Awesome channel, it's pretty awesome. It just gives me different notions about like, why don't I just try this? Why don't I just try it? And that feels good. Yeah. I'm not able to do a back walkover, or was it a back walkover that I wanted to do? Anyway, still not able to do that, but the times are coming. The times are coming. It's going to happen. I know it will happen. Of course it will happen. So, yeah, my faith is buoyed. Sometimes I leave myself little videos just to kind of like build up my faith. As far as food goes, other than, weight, I am trying to keep my mood up by planting our new garden. It's going to be easily twice the size as last garden. I've already ordered all of my seeds, and everything is in except for my potato starts. I have built a seed rack and have bought grow lights for it because Angela was just so distressed at the idea that I would take up the whole window again with plant seedlings. So I'm not doing that. But I have invested in the tools that I need so that I can set up a growing apparatus in the garage. So I'm really looking forward to. I've also been researching how I can, farm more organically. And there's this no-dig method of farming that I'm really interested in trying this year. I don't know if I told you, we have a pond, and it was filled with decades of leaves and branches and other just green detritus that had fallen down in it. Green, I guess that would be brown detritus that had fallen down in it, and it was impossible to swim in it or even get into it because the bottom was like quicksand. So we hired somebody to come and dredge it out, and he did. And now we have probably 250 dump trucks worth of good black mulch that's just drying, freeze drying right now, but that's just drying on the banks of the pond. So I'm really looking forward to getting a lot of good exercise when that thaws out, because I'm going to move that dirt wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow to the new garden site, and I'm going to use that method along with some cardboard to make sure that the weeds don't grow. So it's pretty cool. The guy who does this gardening technique, who pioneered it, is named Charles Dowding. He is just a charming man. He's got a ton of YouTube videos. If you're ever curious, check it out. I've got a gardening journal where I'm planning out all the things I'm going to do. So, I'm already making plans to, oh my gosh, Carrie. You'll totally laugh at me, or maybe you won't. I don't know. Angela just kind of rolls her eyes and groans. But I'm planting probably a 10 by 10 plot of Hopi blue corn. And I'm planning on taking it and getting a grain grinder so I can actually make my own cornmeal flour, so that I can know where all my masa harina comes from for making tortillas and things like that. And I'm so stoked! I can't even tell you how excited I am to do this. I'm telling you, girl, on that food wheel, I am living at 10. I'm so excited. We're going to dig a root cellar using trash cans, big barrel trash cans, because we don't really have a cellar, and because we have the in-floor heating, we don't really have any cool spots in our house. But anyway, that's everything that's going on with me. I'm so stoked. I can't wait for it. Yeah. That's what's going on with me. Another 19-minute video. Thank you so much for asking. Send me a video or some sort of, word to tell me how you're doing, how you're managing everything. And don't worry, you don't have to coach me. Just tell me what's going on. And I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.